Or I know she has some swordfish. Some fresh swordfish we're gonna deal with. Oh good, we got some salad making, some scallions, mushrooms, some nice tomato, some white potatoes, little red cabbage, looks like she's never used. We'll try and use that up for her. What else did we have? I saw a great vinaigrette in here I was going to use for the salad. Some Boston bib. Use that.
Yeah, the Boston bib is on sale at 75 this week.
It looks like that's where she got it. We're going to have to get Sudbury Farms to sponsor my show. Need a little bit of butter, olive oil. Olive oil, a couple pans for the swordfish and some potatoes. Set these up. Bowl for our salad. Okay, it looks like we're good to go. We'll get back. Hi, Scott Richardson from Bullfinch's Restaurant in Sudbury, here with my friend Bob Heisen Photography. I'm at the Bisson household here in Sudbury. Anne, Dawn, and daughter Jane here, kind enough to let me come in and use their beautiful kitchen. I found, as I've said before, I try and come up with something quick, easy, one pan, maybe two pans, something that can be done in 15 minutes, 25 minutes when you come home from work and everybody's hungry. When I think of evening meal, I try and think of vegetable, starch, and protein. And Anne happens to have a nice combination of all three right here. I've got some fresh swordfish, I've got some nice white potatoes, salad makings, a little red cabbage I'm going to add into the swordfish to make a sauce. And so what I'm going to do first is probably the simplest and easiest is I'm going to start with a salad, get that prepped up. I'm not going to make my own dressing. There happens to be so many beautiful dressings out there, and the Bissons love this Stonewall Kitchen champagne shallot walnut dressing, which sounds terrific. So I'm just going to start with a simple salad. Boston bib lettuce. We're just going to clean the outer leaves, give it a quick rinse. Some of these I can just peel a little bit of the brown off, which I'm going to do. I'm going to peel these off, especially with Boston bib, because the leaves are so far apart. We definitely need to give this a good rinse. Break out the core. And what I'll do is I'll rinse out the core, rinse out the top, get rid of any brown. I love Boston bib lettuce. I'm probably just going to get some paper towels and I'm just going to let this sit and dry while I'm working on some other stuff. I like that Boston bib lettuce that they have that grows right, you've got the roots still attached to it. Have you seen that? Hydroponically grown.
The root is attached?
Yeah, they sell it with the little root bundle still attached. And one hint with lettuce, as soon as metal touches lettuce or any green, that's when it starts to brown. So you've seen the plastic knives they sell, lettuce knives, those are great. But with something like this Boston bib lettuce, there's no reason we can't just go ahead and tear it up. So we've got just some fresh scallions, some fresh mushroom. We're going to slice some fresh mushrooms. And you notice once again the claw, so that we still have all our fingers when we're finished with it. Something you should practice all the time when you're practicing in the kitchen. Get used to it. So as I said, as a professional chef, you still have all your fingers. So you start with all your fingers tucked behind and your thumb pulled back, and then just use this part of your finger as a guide for your knife. And as I'm slicing, I'm just slowly pulling back. All right. So we've got our nice fresh sliced mushrooms. We're gonna rinse our scallions and give them a quick. I like scallions. I don't like scallions big. I like them really fine. So we're gonna do a nice fine chop on these. Nice
now,
fine.
How much is there between a scallion and a chive? Chive is smaller. Is that
chive is smaller, and I find the chive to be more potent than a scallion. To tell you the truth, a stronger flavor, yeah. So we're going to line these up. Get off the brown ends, and then we'll do the same thing. Just a nice fine slice. Make sure to use the green and the white. There we go. So we've got some nice fresh scallions, fresh mushrooms, and I'm gonna dice a tomato. I think I mentioned before, serrated knife, probably the best thing in the kitchen for most chores, or bread knife, I should say. Love serrated knives, especially for tomatoes, unless you are always maintaining your knives and they're super sharp all the time. Set it up like that. This is another way to cut things also, is over the top like so. Serrated knives don't bruise the tomato. Sometimes as you're pushing down with a regular knife, you'll mush the tomato and get all the juices out of it. And don't forget the top. Top's just as good as everything else. So.
I usually throw that away.
That's in the restaurant business. Everything that goes in the trash costs you money. So we've got all our ingredients chopped up for our little salad. I'm going to set that aside for a moment and start doing some prep work for our main course. Which is what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make some real simple little home fries. Just a nice little dice on these potatoes. We're going to saute them up with some olive oil, butter, a little bit of salt and pepper. Nothing fancy. And then with the swordfish, I found some dry vermouth, which is great in cooking recipes. Adds a real nice kind of underlying flavor to the dish. Found some red cabbage. We're going to shred that and serve that with our swordfish also. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dice our potatoes, and we'll get those started because the swordfish is not going to take very long. What you do with a potato, you'll notice I went all the way down. Flip it up like that. Now you've got a flat surface, so it doesn't roll around on you. So it stays nice and flat.
These are like French fries.
Well, I'm going to go the other way with them too, to make some little diced potatoes. And probably for 3 people, I'm probably just going to do 3 potatoes. Well, I'll do 4, so you guys have some for breakfast tomorrow, okay? You can have little home fries and poached egg or something.
I I use my leftovers, mix them with a little pepper, a little bit of onions, and a little cayenne pepper.